The next one. This garden came out real nice. It's weed free. It's above ground. And these are all 18-gallon containers, some with 1 or 2 tomatoes. It's a mixture of stuff. It was supposed to be the pepper garden, but I ended up just mixing it up and making it cool. So there are 4 sets of 22 rows, and I just finished that last set. It's all irrigation, drip, well, kind of like drip. And so there's probably about 20 types of tomatoes mixed in here. We had a really big windstorm yesterday, so they all got really beat up. So it might take them a few days to perk back up. We're going to come back tomorrow morning early to see how our watering system works. We might make some adjustments. I'm going to plant a few more. Some of these barrels are empty because I want to put different stuff in them. And there's only one thing left. I'm running out of time, and I want to level this off here. It's going to be a weed patch, so I'm going to level. There's a big pile of dirt I got to move. And so I'm going to clean all this out, maybe in the morning if I have some energy. And we're going to tarp it with this black filter fabric. This is impervious. And I made nice little pathways so we could walk. I've got a double hose, so I'm gonna go to the store and get me a hose. So this garden actually has a hose that it can be used. But you can see we have different types of kale growing in here. We have peppers. Matter of fact, the peppers actually have little peppers on them already. These are all peppers. Those are mixtures of kale and some herbs. I just planted this row, and we'll see what happens. What I did here is I put down filter fabric and on top of the dirt and put down some mulch just to hold the moisture in the buckets. This way the water bills here are extreme, so I'm going to try to save some money on water. Then I'm also growing, these pots here are all little black walnut trees, okay? See them all coming up? So I will be selling Save the Planet, Plant a Black Walnut Tree at all my farmers markets. You guys have to buy one of those. And so I transplanted these walnut trees yesterday. We'll see what happens. I probably should water them. There's the big walnut tree. This is why it's called the walnut garden. This tree killed everything. That's why we have it all in tubs. And so this is the above ground. We actually wanted to put a small greenhouse here, but the city said, no greenhouse for you. R1 zoning, can't have one. So I guess they're okay with buckets. All 190 of them or something like that. We're pretty close to 190 here. I think I'm done. I was going to do another row up against the house, but that's old paint, and you know what that is, right? We don't want that in our food or in our gardens or in our soil. So this is what I used to call Garden 3. Then it was called the Walnut Tree Garden. So it's called the Bucket Garden now, the Walnut Bucket Garden, I guess, because that's what it is. And we just brought these in the last couple days. These things weigh a lot, and all this stuff came in on a van. 2 vans. We would bring we could only take 9 at a time, so you could imagine how many trips we had to make to bring these buckets here. And so we ordered these buckets too online, and so I'll keep you posted on this when these things start producing. I think this is going to be a really exciting garden. So hey, thanks for coming on. Please rate and subscribe.